Greetings, I'm Rob Chapman.
And I'm the captain.
And we're in Anderton.
Anderton?
Anderton.
Anderton.
We got this Jonassus sounding like molasses, smooth on my guitar neck.
Jonassus, it sounds like a combination of Jackie Onassis all in one pedal. But
Sounds
I don't
like
think, I think it's, I don't believe she ever played the guitar or was a fan of high gain rock music, but maybe she was.
Where are you taking that, Lee?
I have no idea. So, GFI are a team of people that we started dealing with back in 2017 because they made an amazing reverb and an amazing delay pedal, and we loved them and did some demos, sold lots of pedals. And we met them at Winter NAMM 2018, sorry, and they said, got a new pedal coming at some point this year, a drive pedal called the Jonassus. Now, in fact, it didn't even have a name at the time. And I remember Pete Honore suggested we call it the testicular drive, which they thought was really cool and really funny.
You know what's...
No, it was yours.
No, it was yours.
Oh, okay.
You know what's funny is that at the same time as that probably happened, I remember Joe Leach was on the phone to me saying, I want to call this pedal I'm coming up with the bollocks. And I'm like, you don't want to call it the balls or the bollocks.
Yeah, it's a little bit...
It's bad. No one should call pedals
heavy.
after testicles.
Yeah. So anyway, this pedal, we tried a prototype of this at the NAMM show. And I guess in a world of distortion pedals, it's nigh on impossible nowadays to try and do anything new. But this is, you know, it's kind of, there's definitely a, it's doing something a little unique. So it's completely analog, none of the digital wizardry from their reverbs and delays is here.
They haven't got wizards in their team.
No
then.
wizards.
That's a real shame.
It's essentially, in its default mode, you toggle between a low drive circuit on the left here and a high gain circuit on the right here.
I can do that.
Yeah, dead easy to use. And you turn it on and off using the engage button.
I can do that too.
Each drive circuit has 3 modes of clipping. 2 diode modes, I believe, and 1 LED mode, and then we get into this talk of things like being asymmetrical clipping or symmetrical clipping. It's too boring to explain. They just sound a bit different. Some are a bit more compressed and smoother, some are a bit more open. And
I need to just apologise for my heavy tongue action at the moment because I just had a peanut butter and crisp sandwich and
jealous.
pop chips, and it was really good, but it's just, you know, when you get a little bit stuck.
peanut butter, I find it a bit dry sometimes.
Peanut batter.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. So on the left side, the default mode of the left side is low gain, and I'll talk a little bit more about how why I keep referring it to default because it doesn't have to be low gain all the time. And we've got our 3 modes of clipping, which are displayed by the blue, yellow.
Oh, I like the
pink.
multi-tri-coloured LED.
So you can see I've got the gain at about 11 o'clock and the volume about 1 o'clock and the tone about 2 o'clock. So let's have a little listen and we'll play around.
That's really pokey.
Yep.
It's poking that amp.
Keep going. So that was over a completely clean sound. If you like your amps a little hotter from the off,
Hello.
like this. So I think obviously the clipping circuit is the subtle part of just sort of finding what one gives you the right sort of feel and flavour. And then of course the gain and the volume have a much more obvious impact on the tone. Now, if we flip over to the other side, we go back to our clean amp. This is the default high gain side. So here we go again. Here's a clean sound. Got to be careful with that purple one. There's a lot less compression on that, so the volume tends to jump a bit. But again, a slightly crunchier amplifier sound, and we'll overlay something on that as well. And that is the basics of the pedal. It's quite clever in that there's no programming required. So the settings for volume, gain and tone are just where you leave them. There's no programming. And which mode it's on it uses one of those whatever you did last. That's what it will remember. So if you left that side on the blue and you popped over this side and you made that yellow and then you switch the pedal off and you go back to it, it'll just remember that you wanted blue and yellow. I think my favourites were yellow on that side and purple on that side.
Do them.
And then you can go from like a rhythm sound. So we're back through the completely clean amplifier. We can go from like
so I'll go
rhythm.
pick up on the rhythm and then I'll go down on the lead.
Back to your kind of semi-clean.
Sounds great.
So there we go.
I really
That's
like
the
it.
Jonassus.
I was going to say something.
Go on, fire in, dive in.
What's interesting is that it works over a crunch or a clean, which is really nice, because a lot of pedals are either one or the other, and it's nice to have a pedal that can do either. I love that it's really simplistic and it's kind of WYSIWYG. It's what you see is what you get. Got to get the coconut.
I'm just making
lead.
sure people aren't going, my God, what is leading?
It looks like a really thick lime cordial.
It looks like the kind of water you'd expect to get out of a tap in Delhi or something, doesn't it?
It does.
But,
I love that the tones are consistent through the clean or the crunch, and that they're really easy to play tones. It's quite a forgiving sound. So when you put it on this kind of vibe and this kind of vibe, you get all that singing type of tonality that's just really fun to play with. And it makes things like a bit of the sweepage really easy to do. Everything just kind of, it's an easier playing guitar.
yeah, I like it. So on the back of the pedal, I don't know if you can see, there's a tiny little red plate. It's got 2 dip switches on it, and simply what that allows you to do is actually change this so that either both sides use the high gain circuit or both sides use the low drive circuit. So you could effectively, the default setting is this is low and this is high, but if you want to have 2 different high gain circuits, you can do that, or 2 different low gain circuits.
And then I suppose just different tonal settings for each,
yeah, you
or
could still have
volumes or whatever.
You could still have one using a diode clipping, one using LED clipping, whatever. You know, one at a loud volume, one at a lower volume, whatever you would like to do. So that's called the Jonassus drive. I will put a link in the description below. These are £249, so they're, you know, one of the dearer pedals that we sell. But they're cool, you know. They're momentary foot switches.
That's the disco mode.
So you don't get that kind of ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk when you do it, when you turn it on and off.
Before we end the video, because I could sense that you were bringing it to the finale, I think the viewers will want to hear you play a little bit of blues on this Stingray.
Well, let me get a strap. A little bit over the top, that one. Let's go clean amp.
Great.
Yeah, it's very, very versatile.
Yeah.
With no real bad sounds in it, you know, just. Do you know what? I've got one minor criticism of this, and it really is probably only one, and that's that I keep getting confused between which one to press to turn it on and off.
Yeah, I
and
did.
which one to press to change the
So
channels.
this changes the kind of channel, and that turns it on or off.
Yeah.
But I think within half an hour of owning it, you
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, I don't know why I'm getting confused, to be honest.
I'll
Because
tell you
most
why,
pedals,
it's
the
because
left
this
one does.
light moves.
Yes.
So if it stayed still but changed colour.
That's a great sound, though. That
Yeah.
is really good. I like it. I like it a lot.
What happens if you put all the gain in?
It'll get heavier.
That was a tremendous amount of gain.
Was a lot of gain. Anyway, there we go. So that's the Jackie Onassis drive. Sorry, the Jonassus drive from GFI, and it's in the stores now at $249. And I said I'll put a link in the description below.
GFI stands for Great
Food
Instrument Stuff.
They did say, actually, the last time we did this video and we said what does GFI stand for, they did email me and said...
Get the f in my pocket.
No, I can't remember what they said. Whether they said it didn't mean anything or it was just it was the first initials of their names or something. But anyway.
I've been Rob
Whatever.
Chapman.
And I've been the captain.
Bye.
Bye. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.